Hello, and welcome back to JISH Learn English Podcast. I'm Shaylin. Imagine a friend calls you and asks, "What are you doing right now?" You know exactly what you're doing, but suddenly the English words just won't come out. Maybe you know the words, but you're not sure how to put them together naturally. Don't worry. Today, I'm going to help you answer this very common question naturally and confidently. By the end of this lesson, you'll have a few simple phrases you can use right away. So, let's get started. Let's begin with the simplest answer. When someone asks, "What are you doing right now?" they're asking about an action happening at this exact moment. In English, we usually use this pattern: I'm plus a verb with ing. For example, if you're in the kitchen making dinner, you can say, "I'm cooking dinner." If you're sitting with a book, you can say, "I'm reading a book." If you're drinking coffee, you can say, "I'm drinking coffee." You're simply telling the other person what you're doing now. You can also say, "at the moment." For example, "I'm cooking dinner at the moment." It has a very similar meaning to right now. Now, here's something important. You can absolutely say, "I am." It's completely correct. But in everyday conversation, we often use the shorter form, I'm. Listen to the difference. I am watching TV. I'm watching TV. Both are correct, but I'm watching TV usually sounds smoother and more natural in casual conversation. So when you're talking to a friend, you'll often hear sentences like, "I'm watching a movie," "I'm doing my homework," or "I'm listening to music." It's a small change, but little things like this can help your English sound more natural. Now, let's make your answer sound a little warmer and more casual. Sometimes you're not doing anything particularly important. Maybe you're relaxing, making tea, or checking your phone. This is where the word just can be really useful. For example, someone asks, "What are you doing?" You could say, "I'm making some tea." But you could also say, "I'm just making some tea." Here, just gives the feeling of simply or nothing special. It makes the answer sound casual and relaxed. "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm just checking my messages." Or, "I'm just relaxing on the sofa." Or, "I'm just watching TV." See how natural that sounds? It's a tiny word, but it can make your answer feel much more relaxed. And there's another question you might hear from friends. "What are you up to?" Don't let this question confuse you. In casual English, "What are you up to?" simply means, "What are you doing?" For example, "Hey, what are you up to?" "Not much, just watching a movie." You can also say, "I'm just cooking dinner," or "I'm just relaxing at home." And if nothing interesting is happening, "not much" is a very natural answer. You can even say the usual when you're doing your normal routine. "What are you up to?" "Oh, the usual, just doing some work." These little expressions are really useful because they help you feel more comfortable in everyday conversations. And here's one more simple thing you can do to keep the conversation going. After you answer, ask the other person about themselves. For example, "I'm just finishing some work. How about you?" Or, "Not much, I'm just relaxing at home. What about you?" This makes the conversation feel more natural and friendly. You don't need a complicated question. Just answer and then ask it back. That's it. So let's remember what we learned today. If someone asks, "What are you doing right now?" you can say, "I'm" plus verb with ing. "I'm cooking," "I'm reading," or "I'm watching TV." Add just when you want to sound more casual and relaxed. "I'm just making some tea." And if a friend asks, "What are you up to?" you can say, "Not much, just watching a movie," or "the usual, just doing some work." And don't forget to ask, "How about you?" This simple question can help you keep the conversation going. Now it's your turn. What are you doing right now? Try answering with one of today's phrases and write your sentence in the comments below. Don't worry about making it perfect, just try. Every time you make a sentence, you're becoming a little more comfortable speaking English. If this lesson helped you, please give this video a like and subscribe to JISH Learn English Podcast for more easy and natural English. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.